Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and the next review I want to do for you today is the first edition Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Starscream. Pretty good figure overall, definitely a few problems, but it is surprisingly nice. It's very, very well done overall. He stands, his legs are bent a little bit, so take that into consideration. Just about 6 inches to the top of the head, 7 1/4 to the top of the wings right here. So pretty good size. He might be a little bit too tall for scale purposes, but he's not too bad. Good overall look to him. The backpack's not the best, it could be better, but it's not terrible. He's got the little thruster thing there, so it's okay. The wing parts are probably pretty good, I think. I didn't get any screen grabs to compare them, but the wings all look like they're in place pretty well. He doesn't have the sound wave that comes out, not sound wave, laser beak sound wave. So that's just solid there. It's not like the Voyager class, but it's still pretty good. A lot of paint application on this guy. Pretty good overall look. Lots and lots of different colors, so that's really nice. He doesn't have any light piping for the eyes. It's just painted, but there's lots of paint everywhere else, and it looks good. He does have the missiles that go on his arms. They're kind of flimsy and not painted, and they pop off. He has a group of 3, but it still looks pretty decent. Biggest complaint about this guy is he's really hard to stand up. You have to lean him forward pretty far for him to balance. So it's not terrible, but it's not really that great. Other than that though, it's really good robot mode. As far as articulation goes, head's on a ball joint, so plenty of range of motion there. Shoulders, same thing. He's got a bicep swivel built in right there. Single jointed elbow, but full 90 degrees. Forearms and arms are a little bit lacking in sculpt and detail, but it's not terrible. The hands do have some motion. It's mostly for transformation purposes, but they are there. Waist twist, none. That's part of the transformation. It's not going to help you in terms of posing. Ball jointed hips, thigh swivel, single jointed knee, full 90 degrees, so that's good. The feet, these side pieces really get in the way for posing the feet, although the front and the back part do have individual movement, so you can kind of get some decent movement out of there, but these really get in the way here, so it's not great. These knee pieces are movable, so if you bend the knee all the way down, you can move them a little bit more, but that's about as far as they go there. If you go all the way up, well, I guess you don't really need to move them at all. So that's the robot mode articulation. As far as sculpt goes, it's pretty good. The eyebrows are a little bit small on the head. They're not too small, but they don't look as accentuated as they do in the show. This part came bent on mine. I could fix it with some hot water. I just haven't done it yet. There's good paint application overall, but this needs to be red, and it's not. The sculpt probably, I would say, is better than the Voyager class overall, with the shoulder pads and just everything, taking it into account. Of course, it has a little bit less detail since it's smaller, but it's still a pretty darn good figure. It's pretty impressive for the size. And of course, the paint work is really nice on it. So really, really good figure. Robot mode is going to get a 9 out of 10. I wish he had different color horn thing there. I wish he could stand better. Backpack's not too bad in my opinion, so he could be better, but he's pretty darn good. So let me get him transformed and we'll talk about the vehicle mode. Okay, so I have Starscream transformed. Now he's in his vehicle mode. I like this vehicle mode better than I like the vehicle mode for the Voyager class one. It's just a little bit less awkward looking. The proportions are just a little bit better for the wings and the location and everything. Looks pretty nice, pretty solid from the top. Looks really, you know, pretty much just like an airplane. A little thick probably, but it's not going to be perfect. The bottom though, even though it's a little bit better than the Voyager class, it's still pretty awkward. I know they're supposed to be thicker back here than up here by the cockpit, but it just doesn't look quite right. Not bad though, still pretty solid. Everything tucks in nicely from behind, and on the front it's not so bad either, so it's really pretty decent. Not going to complain about it too much. Still plenty of paint application throughout. The logo from his chest is still nice and visible. The missiles connect underneath the wings, even though they're all one color gray and all connected, they still look nice. And it's overall a pretty solid figure. Not too much to complain about. He doesn't have any landing gear, but the little tabs here on the feet and on this part right here, make for a pretty decent stance. So pretty good. The nose cone is a softer material and it's a different color. It'd be nicer if it was all this color, but it's not going to be perfect, like I said. So going to give this a 9 out of 10. It's pretty good. Could be a little more sleek, a little less kibble-ish, but still pretty good. So there's Starscream, first edition, deluxe class. I would recommend you pick it up if you can get it for a decent price. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Oh, before I go, let me measure it. Forgot to measure it, I think. If I already measured it, then you get measurement twice. I don't think I did, though. 6 inches long, so good size to him. Alright, there you go again. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the rest of the reviews, and in the meantime, keep collecting.